Hello everybody and welcome to the Po Grand Prix Street Circuit, end of day one in TCR Europe. Here, the second round, the third and fourth race. There we go, got it right. And we've had a wet, wild and somewhat wonderful day on the streets of Po. Peter Anderson, this man that we're looking at now in the Lincoln Co, second fastest in slightly better conditions for free practice 2, belying his lack of experience. So Victor's done. In fact, here is Mr. Victor Anderson with a laptop in his hand, making himself look all important and busy. So that was a very nice practice session. How did it go from your point of view?
Yeah, it was good times and good fun in the cockpit for sure. I love this circuit. It's really nice. I mean, you really need to, of course, not put it in the wall, but be close to it to be quick. So yeah, really exciting.
So the Po Street Circuit, first time we've been here in TCR Europe, first time for you in a tin top on a street track. Talk to me about the circuit, the experience.
And the circuit is cool. I mean, it's not only walls, I mean, it's a lot up and down, blind corners. Yeah, it's really demanding for the driver, but as I said, very fun.
So, you enjoyed yourself, it's fair to say. Is there more in the car? Can you replicate P2 in qualifying tomorrow?
I mean, difficult to say. I mean, we don't know the weather yet. I mean, it could be rain, it could be dry, but there's more in me, there's more in the car. Of course, it was only the first session in semi-dry conditions, so of course we can always learn and improve, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Brilliant. Well, good job, mate. Well done. Well done for keeping it out of the wall, and on to the next one. Cheers, mate. So that's Victor Anderson. As I say, FP1 was in, it's fair to say, torrential weather conditions. Nobody could learn anything. It was just a case of staying out of the wall. FP2 a little bit drier, not so much rainfall, but still a very, very greasy circuit. And the man who was fastest in free practice 2 is the man that you see, the car that you see in this corner, Tom Coronel, using that experience that he's got from decades of tin top racing to get the fastest time. And I'm going to insert myself into here and see if we can find Tom for a quick word. So, no, come on through. I'll shut the barrier back up again so I don't get into any trouble. And let's go see if we can find a Mr. Tom Coronel. I did see him a little bit earlier on, so I do know he's knocking about just before we came on to this recording. In fact, here is the man himself. So I'm going to stand behind and see if I can insert myself into this conversation. Mr. Tom Coronel, how are you, sir?
There.
Hello. End of day one.
Yeah.
Video. Tell me about free practice 2. Quickest time, semi-decent weather.
Well, it was... ik heb hem daar neergelegd, hier aan deze kant. Sorry, just a helmet visor change. Because I will also drive the Wolf car. They asked me to drive the Wolf car. I said, why not? I'm here to drive as much as possible. But no, free practice was alright. Already the first free practice was going really well. I know the circuit, of course. The circuit is always one of those that yeah, I think it's favorable, you know, because the street circuit is always a little bit more rough. Yeah, the speed was directly there. I think the second session, all the time, we were quite putting the rest under pressure, if you say it that way. But it's free practice, you know. It's always one of those street circuits. If you make one mistake, you will have it the rest of the weekend. So let's wait and see. But until now, I'm very confident. It feels really well. Yeah.
Super. Well, thank you very much, Tom. Are you out today in the Wolf?
No, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow. Well, enjoy that one as well. Best of luck. Bless you. Thanks, man. Cheers. Take care. So, as I say, Coronel, been here before. Was here last year, of course, in the Audi, and this is another interesting car. So this is an additional entry that we've got for TCR Europe this weekend. Eric Carroll, who has raced many, many decades. In fact, there's the man himself. Doesn't speak much English, so we'll just do a wave and hello. So Eric, of course, was the 2008, if memory serves me correct, French Super Turismo champion, and 2009 as well. Does less racing nowadays, but as a native of Po, tries to very much come and participate in as many of these races on this track as he possibly can. Was here last year. I'll allow Nuno through. There we go. There we go. And again, making a one-off appearance here in TCR Europe. in the Conti Audi, was 5th quickest in free practice 1 in terrible weather conditions. So he'll be hoping, despite being 62 and despite not racing so regular anymore, he'll be hoping for a potentially a strong result, and a street circuit in general, Pau in particular, stay out of trouble, probably on for a good result. And folks at home, normally the wonderful paddocks we come to, everything's very modern. Look where we're about to walk. On grass, on mucky grass. This is very much a street circuit. We're in the parkland. We've got trees in the middle of the paddock. I've got to try and not get sunk in because the rain has been biblical. And we're going to try and make our way to Volcano and talk to the 2 British drivers that have, again, been making their street racing debut here this weekend. And just, if we could take for a moment, Nuno, just take an opportunity, just have a look around at the visuals that we've got at this place. It is incredible. The fans, I don't know if you can see it from the camera, are standing on that promenade that directly overlooks the first corner hairpin and then the long straight that follows it. Spectacular views wherever you go, and just a very, very unique and incredible place. And there's nowhere quite like Pau, I think it's fair to say. There's many street circuits, but this has just got, a bit of something special. And let's hope now we can, yes, there we go, exactly. Let's hope we can find Lewis or Isaac or both to ask them how their day's gone at their first day in this car, second weekend in TCR Europe. In fact, there is Isaac Smith. Oh, you can't hide. Oh, you can't hide. Now look at Isaac Smith, has actually got himself some overalls that don't have a VW on it. Isaac, day 1, over and done with. How's it been for you, mate?
Yeah, a bit challenging to be honest. We came here, to be honest I didn't plan on doing Pau, but we ended up doing it and it's a completely different experience. This place is an animal. It's like Cadwell Park on steroids.
Yeah. So it's been a little bit wet, as you can see from the whole quagmire of the grass. What's it like driving a TCR Audi in the rain at a crazy track like this?
It's not really explainable. Like he was just showing you, might be a little bit of a scuff on the back of that Audi, but yeah, we won't comment on that too much. It's a learning curve every single lap. You cannot stop learning around here. You have someone like, obviously Tom Coronel comes around, he's been here a few times, and you can kind of see that just watching him. Even in the car behind him, you can see how he's been here before, and he knows where to put the car and do this and that. Doing a lot of sim work, it's very, very different.
Now obviously, I know it's not been an ideal start to the weekend for you, and the weather conditions suboptimal, to quote Ron Dennis. Is it fun though? Is this, when you had a cold and windy Tuesday at Croft back in the day, how's this compare?
Oh, it's something else really, isn't it? I mean, it's a cold and windy day in France. But yeah, it's, I can't complain at the end of the day. It's what I've always dreamed of doing. Look at the car, just look at it.
Yeah.
Don't look at the back corner, but the rest of it.
That's a good used car salesman, that one. Look at everything apart from this. And going into quali tomorrow, hopefully a shade drier than it is today. What can you do?
Well, it was P6 in the end of that one, and there's definitely a lot more pace to extract from the car. So I think we're in a decent window of maybe something happening. I don't know. We might be top 5. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, remember, keep on the grey stuff, stay away from the steel on the outside of the circuit. Cheers, Isaac. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you very much. So, of course, Isaac and Lewis driving for Volcano. Lewis's car not here at the moment. Isaac carrying a little bit of damage from so wet the weather conditions. I can't explain to you how damp it was. And I reckon we kind of, because of the nature of the paddock, as you can see, it's all kind of a little bit like posh camping with trucks. So it's a bit difficult to find your way to different things. So probably best for us to sign out unless we're going on a nature walk, which I don't think we're tuning in for today for that. So, day 1 at Pau. First time here for me. It's spectacular. If you ever get a chance to come to the Po Grand Prix, do it, because it's wonderful. Beautiful place, incredible circuit, and I guarantee the racing is going to be spectacular too. So thank you for watching as always, and I'll catch you all on the other side.